Xbox is cleared to buy Bethesda and we get more Halo Infinite updates. Welcome everybody and thank you for joining me. So the news from Xbox have been painfully slow the last couple of weeks. Most of it was console restocking stories and YouTube channels making up ridiculous claims, none of which was really worthy of a video. As I've said previously, things will only start to pick up again once Microsoft start to finalize their Bethesda deal. Well, it looks like that is exactly what happened today. The Microsoft Bethesda purchase was approved by the SEC, making ZeniMax part of the Xbox family. As pointed out by GameStop, the SEC published a notice of effectiveness for the transition on its website this week. Now, if you're not familiar with the SEC filing, it doesn't exactly mean much on the surface, but this notice is used when the SEC accepts a company's registration. The S4 on the page means that this is related to either a merger or an acquisition, and if you go to the related documents on this notice, it lists Microsoft registration amount as being $7.5 billion. This is the amount agreed upon during the deal last year. Now, I'm not a legal expert, but based on this, it means that the deal is pretty much done, at least all of the difficult hurdles. So what does this mean for gamers going forward? Well, for one, we will now start to hear about exactly what Xbox has planned for the future when it comes to Bethesda games. The biggest question have been, will the Bethesda games be available on PlayStation? Now, I don't think we will get a direct answer regarding this question now. They will probably look at each game individually, and then based on the size and the budget of the game, they will make their choices then. It also means that we could see more Bethesda games on Game Pass, although I think most of their games is already there, at least the big ones like Fallout, Elder Scrolls and Doom. Now, I've also spoken last week about a possible Bethesda event that could be happening in March, and all of this just makes everything seems more likely. Now, I'm not exactly sure in what format this will be, but there is no way that Xbox won't at least do some type of video announcement where they speak about the deal and the games. They have done that for every single other game studio that have joined their team, and I see no reason why they won't do it for Bethesda as well. An official game event like Sony or Nintendo had recently would be awesome though. But up next, let's talk about Halo Infinite. So I'm sure by this point most people have already seen this, but 343 shared some new images with us that I just quickly wanted to go over. So they showed an image of the campaign as well as an image showing off the Halo ring. Now, we should not take too much from a still image. In fact, I would say you should take nothing from a still image, but I still thought it looked pretty nice, and it does seem like some massive improvements are being made to the game. So in this interview, they were speaking to Justin Dingus, who is the lead art, and he said, with Halo Infinite, we wanted to take this new adventure back to its roots and create a visually pleasing experience that doesn't overwhelm with unnecessary complexity, where readability and clear artistic composition prevails. This is our artistic interpretation of a beautiful world to exist within, rather than something that is purely grounded in photorealism. Both goals have been true challenges to balance, especially against the expectations of what it means to be a next-gen title. So based on that, it is very clear that their focus is to make a visually beautiful game and not necessarily a realistic game. When you look at the mountains or the water or the sky, they are not trying to make those things look as real as possible. They are trying to go for something artistic. At least that is my interpretation. Honestly, I like that type of art style a lot more. Now, if you guys would like to go and read the full interview, I will put links down in the description. It is definitely very interesting. But on that note, this is where I'm going to end it. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you would like to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing. And as always, please remember to stay safe, wash your hands, don't touch your face, and I hope to see you again soon.